Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading with me. So this will be for the 4th to the 10th of August, but energy is fluid, so if you're watching around that time, there could still be a message for you guys. I actually had some really weird visions when I was pre-shuffling for you, so I'm just going to get those out the way first before we dive into the rest of the oracles that I already have for you. So now the first one that I saw was very specific for someone, and of course I'm not a doctor, but it was kind of a medical thing. So if this relates to you, then maybe it's a good time to see a doctor and get some opinions around it. But of course, I'm no doctor, disclaimer, so don't listen to me. But when I was shuffling, like I heard the GRD or GERD, whatever it is, which is like a term for when you have a lot of acid reflux and inflammation. So if you feel like you're having a lot of that, like heartburn or whatever, go speak to someone about it so that you can get some help. Okay, because I specifically heard, oh, my tummy hurts, and then I didn't feel gassy, but I felt the sensation as if you were going to have like a burp. And then they told me GERD. So then I had to go Google it for you. But anyway, that's for someone out there. Go speak to a doctor, please. And then the next thing I saw was some baby pink Crocs, the shoes. So if that relates to you, that relates to you. Anyway, for the majority of you though, let's dive into your messages. So I pulled out some goddess oracles, and you have Cordelia, go outside. Sagittarius, you need to go outside. You have been indoors too long. Who are they calling out here? Go outside and get some fresh air. Okay, go to the park, go and see nature, go to a little forest somewhere. All right, but go outside. Okay. Athena says inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Okay, so a lot of you are being called to be guided by your inner intuition. Let's dive into your oracles. Let's see what else Spirit has to say for you, Sagittarius. Yang, that's all about creation. You have loyal hearts. Some of you could have a significant other around you. Looks like a solid connection. And this is a really good time of making new friends for sure for others of you. And if you've not met someone, you definitely could. With the Yang and loyal hearts, that could be a very passionate and heated connection coming away. But actually, I feel like this is a really good time for creation, for new things to be born. Okay, so however that relates to you, I'm kind of seeing it as a birthing process. So even if it's your ideas, passions, follow the spark, follow the flame. Don't let it die out this time is what I'm hearing. Sagittarius, all tied up, and goddess of the moon. So I just got done with Scorpio's cards, and this is really reminding me of what kind of came up for them, which is about limited beliefs. So you're struggling with, I'm kind of seeing like what they're showing me is very visual, which is like this fire is being lit, and this candle being lit, whatever, this spark is coming up, but you feel bounded by something. And it could be your own feelings and emotions that are bounding you, right? Your own fears, like, oh, maybe I can't do it, or I'm not worthy of it, or I'm not going to really be good at that anyways. It's almost like there is some inner limited beliefs that you're really being guided to leave behind and cut off, especially with scissors this week. So I don't know if like cutting cords is helpful for you specifically. Something you're attached to or tied to, or that's tied to you, that you need to let go of because it's keeping you stuck and it's stopping you from actually reaching your potential right now. I'm tired, and what happens is I think Spirit uses me a bit better like that, to be honest, because I just like, I stopped trying to filter things. So I'm just going to be a bit more, what's the word for it? I just a little bit more crazy during this reading. And if so, just know that I've logged off. Okay, you have new moon in Sagittarius. That's your energy, and it's a new beginning in your energy, which is the Yang. So this is the birth of you, actually, which is awesome if you allow it, right? It's just like it feels like you're kind of getting sucked back into this dark zone that you already are in. It's almost like, I don't know if you guys watch Stranger Things, or even it's almost like a portal is opening up of a new life, and one that's fresh and vibrant, but it's like you're stuck in the upside down, as a reference. Which is kind of like that kind of darker energy anyway. And I just feel like you're getting kind of tied up here and something is stopping you, but you need to find out what that devil energy is for you. What is the fear that's actually holding you back? Because once you realize it and acknowledge it, you'll realize that it's not really as strong as you think it is. You are the one who gives it power. Anyways, new moon in your sign says focus on the positive. So yeah, there is this energy of going into the light, which is nice. Okay, let's dive into your tarot then. Let's give this a little shuffle. I'm saying to everyone, so I'm going to say it to you as well, to visualize your putting your energy into the cards as I'm shuffling them. Alrighty. We're going to go one more. Alrighty, let's go. Yeah, I heard delivery. So some of you might, I mean, if you're pregnant, then this could be a good week for birthing, but I was seeing delivery, so I don't know what they mean by that. It could all be a big metaphor. All right, for Sagittarius, I'm hearing ebook. A good time to read an ebook or create one. All right, overall energy of this week is all about your success and victory and confidence, putting yourself up on a high horse. Look at that. Love that energy for you. Your advice is the 10 of Cups, are really appreciating the people and things that you do have around you already. It is also a really good card for focusing on your future and, you know, what future do you want? What does that look like? What does it feel like? And as I'm saying that for you, I'm getting excited in the pit of my stomach here. So it is a really good week to create vision boards, to be honest, and to get excited about it. Feel the feelings as if you're doing it, live in it, meditate on it, visualize it, sit and close your eyes and really think about you having those things, right? If it's a house, imagine yourself sitting on that sofa as if you were there, right? And living there already. I did that when I rented my first ever place. And I got it. I also put it as my screen of my laptop. So I was a bit obsessive, but hey, it worked. Anyways, so visualizing it sitting there, like I was imagining having a shower and walking out, you know, and I was probably living there in my head. So, and then it happened. And whether it's delusion or not, it doesn't matter. Like, got what I wanted at the end of the day. So this is a really good time to be delusional, but not in a bad way. Don't be creepy, because I just have to mention that there are some creepy people sometimes watching the videos. Don't be weird. This is about what you want. In terms of physical things, you know, home or a job or the kind of future that you want, or what's in your bank account, whatever it is. It can even just be feeling happy with a community, right? Because this is really about what makes you happy, not just abundant and wealthy. The 10 of Cups is the kind of riches that you can't buy, which is happiness. So whatever that is to you, your advice is to really focus on it. Your other advice is the 8 of Cups. So when you know what you want, you need to walk away from what's keeping you held back. And for a lot of you, like I said, I do feel like it's certain emotions that you've attached yourself to. You're not your feelings or emotions. Maybe you're a bit of a pessimist, whatever it is, but you don't have to be. May have pessimistic emotions, but it doesn't mean that you have to stay a pessimist. It's not your identity. You can change that at any time. For example, and again, you have focus on the positive. So maybe you are becoming more optimistic. Who knows? But either way, 8 of Cups, leave behind any feeling or any things or any belief, any situation that is not filling you up to have the things that you want and desire. This is a really good time to initiate change. And it doesn't have to be big changes, right? You don't have to quit your job or get a divorce or whatever it is here. It's really about the things that are actually in your control and the little things that can really add up, okay? But if you want to do the big things too, then that's great. Okay, the Star card is your challenge, which is a card of healing, putting yourself in a spotlight. It's also about your dreams and goals, you know, having it all. The Star is ultimately your purpose and big dreams. So that being your challenge makes a bit of sense, especially if you have restrictions. The Wheel of Fortune in your challenge position as well is interesting. We're going to dive into it because it does represent like a change of seasons, which is very good for you. The Star and the Wheel of Fortune feels like luck, by the way, and lucky energy, but it's your challenge, which doesn't mean that it's not there. It is there, but I wonder if it's like whether you, like I said, it's almost like the portal's opening and you're wanting to go, but it's your fears and your restrictions or limitations inside that are keeping you back. Your attachments to it or their attachments to you. So again, you can set yourself free this week. There's the ultimate thing I'm going to say. You can have success. You can have whatever it is that you want. The sun is in your energy in the future, which is amazing, which is saying that you are focusing on the positive and therefore the positive surrounds you. But it's just the energy that if you allow that to have power over you, then the portal will close and you'll have to wait another time until it opens back up again, where you have this spark of inspiration. Go with it, run with it, see where it leads you. Okay, what else do we have? We have the Hierophant here, which is again about your commitments and beliefs. breaking traditions maybe for some, and again, what you've always believed, what you've been conditioned to believe. That could be something that you guys are changing, and you're deciding to commit to new systems and new beliefs. Four of Pentacles is in your energy, which is telling me that you're a bit stubborn here, and that's your self-sabotaging techniques or tactics, is that you're running away from maybe things that create vulnerability in your life. With the Ace of Cups, sorry. We're going to dive into that. The Five of Pentacles in the energy of the near future is a level up. I've been saying to people, the 4 to the 5, yes, it feels like your safety blanket has been removed. So again, a lot of this about vulnerability in your future. The baby's naked, the girl's naked. There's no actual pentacles in the 5 of Pentacles here, which feels like, to me, again, like something physical is being ripped off, or something that you've been hiding behind, or again, whatever it is, the plaster, whatever, Band-Aid for the Americans or whatever, is being ripped off, and now something's being exposed, and it's here as well. That's incredible. It's almost like the roof is being ripped off. What does that mean? It's like this feeling of a lack of stability, but it's actually better than what it was before, right? Because this is a false sense of security, and that's how it's been coming out for people lately. It's like a false sense of control over your life is allowing these strings, because if you've got used to it, it now feels like these restrictions are what kind of keep you safe, which is what our brain is wired to, by the way. So it's completely normal that you feel that way. But you're made for more. Let's just say it like that. So Spirit is kind of saying here, they're going to take away these very comfortable strings that are attached to you, and now you're going to feel a bit naked because they're off of you, and that might lead you to feel, that you've lost a sense of self, or you've lost a part of your life, or whatever it is. But it's going to help you grow and evolve, okay? Whatever that means to you. Speaking in tongues over here, I'm just going to say what I'm feeling. I'm not even going to think about it, so don't come at me in the comments. The good news is, again, you shine as the star in your future. The Tower being here, there's a major shakeup in your world for sure. Huge identity change. King of Swords, structure, strategy, truth, clarity. That's really good. Getting clear. Now, this is love, this is career, finances. So I'm going to dive into this a bit later. But let's shuffle this deck and just quickly clarify everything a little bit further. Ooh, okay, so 6 of Wands, 2 of Swords. So this week is about your success and recognition and feeling like you've overcome a battle. But guess what? This decision comes first. You have to choose to go in that direction first. So some of you need to choose to put yourself in a spotlight. If you have a career that you want to do, you want to start a YouTube channel, whatever it is you want to do, you have to make the choice and go for it. To have that success, it almost feels like you have to make a choice first. And of course, it does feel a bit like choosing to be stuck or choosing to be successful, choosing to stay where you're at or choosing to move forward. It's a choice, and one that you have to actually make. 10 of Cups in your advice with the Empress. So yeah, definitely paying attention to family, okay? And also the Empress knows what she's worthy of, what she wants to have in her lifetime. This could be and again, she attracts it in because she does the work, but she does her part, but she knows the universe will do the rest. Like, she doesn't need to fully force or again be in any kind of chaos or suffering in order to have what she wants and desires, right? Suffering is a part of life, but not this kind of suffering. It's a kind of like working hard and struggling with blessings, right? Because usually when we get all like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed with all my work and stuff, but if you're doing what you love to do, it's a blessing. But of course, yeah, you're tired. So yeah, that's kind of suffering that is okay. Because if it means that you're working towards your dreams, then it's a good suffering to have. But this kind of suffering where you feel lost and stuck in life and like things aren't moving forward, then of course that's a different kind of suffering. But the Empress is great, nurturing, loving. It's a very beautiful and emotional combination of cards. So again, your advice really is to dive into your more nurturing side, and really spend some time around people, because I think that's really going to help you out. The Star card as your challenge, the Chariot. Well, guess what? The Star is your challenge because you need to go after it. Like I said, this is not something that will fall into your lap. Like I said, the Empress knows that she's done her part and the universe will do the rest. So you need to do your part here. The Chariot, chase your dreams. Leave the city behind. Leave the upside down behind, the stuck energy behind. change, rewrite the script. You don't have to stay stuck in the city, right? Some of you might be called to move, but definitely about moving away from what's familiar to you, whether that be physically what's around you, whether that's certain habits, whether that's certain routines that you got. It's time to create change and to experiment with discomfort, right? I don't know if it's like cold showers, right? Or anything, it feels like you need to get out of what you've always done to explore what you've never had. Ooh, that felt very powerful. Just saying. And the chariot chases a star. So yeah, your challenge is chasing your dreams and goals, because you have to go after it. You have to leave the city behind. You have to go put yourself in the unknown, right? The chariot, I always say, like, he knows his goals, but he doesn't really know how to get there. He's just going to look at his goals, and that's what's going to guide him. The star is what's going to guide him. And does he know what's along the path? Absolutely not. But why is he so determined and so positive? Because he trusts in his ability to navigate through life's challenges and to find a way. So your will, where there's a will, there's a way. And some of you need the will. Okay, like I said, I'm just rambling because I'm tired, but Spirit's coming through. Why is the Hierophant here? The Page of Pentacles, a really good time to, again, start new systems. I love that for you. And I'm getting that maybe it's a time for a new job, or to ask for maybe more training, because the Page of Pentacles is like learning, but it can't just be about learning through life. Maybe you guys are finding out your own beliefs and systems through experimentation, but you never know until you take the first step. So Page of Pentacles, Hierophant does feel quite good. If you have been struggling to find a job, this is a good sign that you will find one. If you are in relationships, now we're going to go over the Ten of Swords, because that is in your love life. But for those in relationships and that are happy, this could be someone offering for deeper commitment or higher level of commitment here. Now, in general, all of you are actually going to a higher level commitment in your life. So I like that too, but you're committing to it first. I see a signing of a contract, even if that's a metaphor. It feels like, okay, I, Sagittarius, do solemnly swear that I will continue this habit for a month to see the results. Promise. Anyways, the Four of Pentacles in your energy, judgment, surrender, and let it go. Let it go. Whatever you've been holding on to, whatever you've been holding back on, let it go. Okay? Whatever you've been holding on to does not have as much worth and value than you think it does, right? He feels like the only way to get to the Ten of Pentacles is by holding on to everything that he has, and it's kind of a greedy or a greedy card, I guess, or he just holds on, right? But there's not allowing flow in his life, and he's only allowing his way. And guess what? His way is not the right way. And that's you. You're always not the right way, right? You have to come outside your comfort zone. You have to create change to have change. Whatever it is, the judgment card, is really about truth, revelations, following a calling, and surrendering to the divine, and surrendering to that calling and that truth. So judgment could be a harsh truth coming in, but I also just see it as Spirit is giving you the chance here to level up in life. So follow the calling, follow the idea, follow this new spark, this new energy. Let go of the excuses, or let go of the things that you've always held on to. Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords, triggered energy. I just get the sense that there's the Page of Swords to me is like a protective or defense mechanism. Like sometimes it's like when we feel triggered about what people say, but it's like an initial reaction where we feel like we need to defend ourselves. But if we dive a bit deeper, we'll understand why we feel triggered about something. So I do think that the Five of Pentacles comes up as a bit of a learning curve, to be honest, to learn and explore your feelings here about vulnerability, or again, stepping into a new energy. I'm going to dive a bit deeper into that because I think there's something else there, but it feels a bit like needing to protect yourself, because as I said, Five of Pentacles felt like vulnerability, being in a vulnerable state in your near future, but Page of Swords is a protective mechanism. I'm going to figure out what that is. Wheel of Fortune as a challenge, keeping up with the times. Four of Cups is basically what I just said. You're feeling bored, feeling jaded, feeling, not really emotionally satisfied, but rejecting any change or any new thing that might come your way, right? Because it's not your familiar, it might not make you happy. So it's a good time to experiment. It's a really good time where things are changing in your life. And as I said earlier with the Chariot, you're no longer daydreaming. This is actually about making it happen, doing it, right? Not just dreaming it, not just thinking, okay, one day I'm going to have this big house. It's like spirit guides, like, do they know that they have to like believe that they can have and actually go after it? Where's the plan? Anyway, whatever. I'm just having fun with it. But the Wheel of Fortune, again, things are changing in your life and you need to change with it. Okay. Another stubborn energy. So hey ho. Cutting those cords here. 8 of Cups. The Wild. So yeah, leaving things behind that don't serve you or starting new cycles. Your advice is to become someone new. I say that because this is my glow up card, right? So it does feel a bit like an identity shift. So I feel like some of you are really, again, letting go of an old era and moving into a new one. And it does bring up a glow up, right? Judgment to the Wild as well. So yeah, when we let go of whatever we've been holding on to, and almost start fresh, being reborn, right? I feel like that's where there's a new cycle opening up for you. The Sun and the Moon, that's very interesting. Your energy in the near future. This is quite nice because the Sun lights up anything that it's around, and the Moon can be darkness, right? So when the Sun and the Moon is there, we're shining a light on what's been hidden. So, and this can be within yourself. It's major arcana cards, so it does feel like these are deep and big things that you've been dealing with. Any feelings that you've had suppressed or any things that have been hidden under the surface that you've been unaware of, subconscious stuff, deep feelings, whatever it is, the Sun here, it lights that up. So it's really good actually. Your optimism and your focusing on the positive is really going to help you get out of a clouded state. Love, okay, career, finances. Okay, 2 wanted to come out there. I'm going to clarify some things. So what's the decision that Sagittarius needs to make? That's funny. Focusing on the positive, letting go of chaos and conflict, letting go of procrastination so that you can actually, look at that, changes are needed. Okay. This is focusing on disappointments. This is like going round and round in petty conflicts or arguments, things, wasting your time on things that are not, even important. It's like an ego battle here. Again, needing to prove yourself, whatever it is, feeling upset about conflict or people who don't even matter in your life. Like Spirit's really saying, pick your battles here. Yeah, pick your battles. Would you rather be successful in this like stupid little conflict with someone or competition with someone that doesn't matter to you, or this comparison of what's happened to you, or I don't know what that is, or disappointments? Like these don't matter, right? 2 of Cups, what you have left is really what's actually going to help you. Sorry to be so blunt. I did say I'm switching off and Spirit's coming through. 2 of Wands, focusing on your future. The Wild is your oyster. You can have anything that you want and desire. You just need to go after it and find it, right? 2 of Wands is really looking. So pay attention, right? Again, a vision board is really important for you. What does your future look like and how are you going to get there? What's the first step that you're going to take to get there? Because Spirit is helping you. You just need to know and tell them what you want. And to be specific, guys, as well. Like when you have a vision board, really write down specific things too, because it's just going to be helpful and easier. If you say, oh, I just want abundance. Well, what the hell is that? Right? What is that to you? What does that look like? Someone else, abundance is love and connection to Spirit. And some of them, it's abundance in terms of material wealth. But even then, what is an abundance to you? To someone, it's 1K. To someone else, it's a million. Do you know what I'm saying? Be specific. How much money do you want to be making in your job? What's the minimum? What is it that you're aiming for? What kind of job do you want? How does it make you feel? The same with if it's you, if it's to do with you, how do you show up as this new you? Like, what did they look like? How do they act to situations, etc., etc. So really get specific. Okay, what else do I want to clarify? One more for the 4 of Pentacles. Inner wisdom, 5 of Swords. It's time to let it go. Yeah, accepting defeats in some areas, which in a way it feels like you have to let something go or people go. But in this case, I think it's that safety blanket. And for that to come through with the inner wisdom, you already know that you needed to do this for a lot of you, okay? What is the safety blanket in Sagittarius, in the life of Sagittarius? Queen of Swords. You know where it's the sense that you've been hurt in life, right? Here we go. Saying that you've been hurt in life, and it's like you built up a wall because that was what made you feel safe in life. And then what I'm seeing is, but now you're stuck in that wall and you've not been able to get out ever since. So it's almost like, I feel like maybe it was past conflicts and defeats in life that really got to you so much that you, again, like you protected yourself so much that you create this barrier in life and you've never left it. And maybe that's about your home. You stay stuck in the house, right? Go outside. But even if it's not physically going outside, I really just feel like that is the going outdoors really kind of feels like what I'm seeing now about building that little castle for yourself and as a protective mechanism. So that's what is coming up to me. You have a certain mechanism that you needed for survival, but you don't need it anymore. Okay, that was your survival mode. You're now in thriving mode, or at least trying to, which means that you need to change your safety blanket. Page of Swords, 5 of Pentacles in the near energy of the near future. 5 of Pentacles. It's about your strength and courage. I did feel like it was about protecting yourself. It's a bold sacrifice. That's what it kind of feels like. Like I said, it feels like something's being ripped off, but it's now giving you a good foundation. You know, when I say roof being ripped off, now I'm going back to that imagery. It's like, that's actually really good that the roof is ripping off, because I'm seeing it like now you can go past that roof that you set for yourself. Does that make sense to you? It's like there was a limit of how far you could go. And now the roof is being ripped off, whatever that means, your safety blanket. And now you're kind of exposed, but you also have all of this space to thrive. What did they mean by that? Page of Swords, the Hermit, and this is about receiving very important knowledge and maybe even communication. This to me looks like clarity. So that's really interesting. I want to know exactly what the Page of Swords is here, because it does, it is kind of giving me something internal in this new chapter of your life. So the next few weeks, if you do this, because I feel like it's more of an if. So it's up to you, free will, hey ho. The 8 of Wands and the Hermit looks like receiving very important information, but it's all about you being on the right path. 8 of Wands is a really good sign that things are speeding up in your future, opportunities coming away also, but that feels like information to me. What is the information? 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune, focus on the positive. You're going to get a sign after you do this that you made the right decision, because the 8 of Wands feels like Spirit's communicating with you. I don't know why I'm seeing it like that. Sometimes I let the cards come to life in my brain and they move and they do things, or I see things, or I pick up on things. And for now, I really feel like this is that. Let me see. Why is the Hermit here? The Magician. Well, yeah, exactly that. Ooh, this is really exciting for me to see, because it really feels like you're becoming limitless, which is really incredible. I really like it a lot. And also the Magician, again, is really good at manifesting. So using your tools. So yeah, and also he is the number one. He's starting from scratch. He has only one of each element. You know, it's not the 10 of Pentacles. He doesn't have 10 Pentacles. He's only got the 1. He's not got 10 of Cups. He's only got the 1. But it's like, this is the foundation. And you have the foundation within you already. So self-love, or an idea, or a passion for something, like these are all things that can help you grow and evolve if you use them wisely. So the Hermit is again about assessing and analyzing and maybe, introspection, but it feels like in that moment of vulnerability, you're really going to connect with yourself, and also Spirit's going to come through. Maybe even a dream, and some spirit comes to you in your dream, but it just feels like you're going to get some information that's really going to help guide you, because you're now on the right path. Powerful reading, not going to lie. Okay, well, what else do I see here? Let's dive into your love and your career. The 10 of Swords is there, so there is some sort of completion, ending, or something's coming to an end in a relationship. Whether you have been through painful endings in relationships and you're single currently. 9 of Cups can say that you're really enjoying your own space and time. I'm going to clarify it though. If you are in a relationship, 10 of Swords really says that something has shifted or needs to shift. I'm going to figure it out though. It's kind of confusing. 10 of Swords, why is this here in terms of love, please? 5 of Cups, so that is disappointment here. So yeah, some of you are getting over a breakup specific, or again, some disappointment in a relationship. Now, okay, let me show you this up close. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna mainly speak about the main message that I'm getting, and for some of you it is that someone disappointed you basically, and something fell apart. but you felt stuck in it for some time anyways, you know, whatever this relationship is that they're referencing, because the Eight of Swords being here all tied up, this kept you stuck anyways. Like the relationship wasn't fulfilling for you, wasn't helping you to grow. Maybe someone was super restrictive or controlling, or again, you didn't really feel like yourself in that connection anyway, so it kind of had to. This was not the right thing for you. So why is the Nine of Cups here in love? Eight of Cups. So you needed to walk away from this in order to find what you really wanted, and to also feel happy in within your own self. If you are in a relationship, can I get a card out for them? Five of Pentacles. You might need to address some sort of emotional lack or distance that's coming up there. Okay. Okay, in terms of career, Nine of Cups is here as well, which is again about you doing things that you enjoy or feeling quite happy and fulfilled. Ace of Cups, again, is following your heart in terms of career, or that's your advice this week. Seven of Swords coming through. I'm going to clarify that. It could be about strategy. Why is the Seven of Swords in the position of career and finances, please, for Sagittarius? Ace of Wands. I'm getting that there is an idea, that's the Yang energy, by the way. So there is like an idea that you're being called to go after, and you need a strategy behind it. Ten of Swords. Yeah, I am getting this element that maybe you're having to find a way to leave, to maybe create a balance. Like for example, let's say you got a job but you also want to work for yourself, or you want to go to something that you have more passion about. Then you're kind of in that middle stage of building a strategy to create that business on the side so that you can then go into it. Or, you know, I feel like the Seven of Swords can be quite sneaky or again strategic, of doing something that other people might not be aware of to move in a certain direction. So Ten of Swords being there could be that, unless there's someone sneaky around you, but I don't pick up that for everyone, so that's up to you. Either way, what a powerful reading, Sagittarius. You guys have worn me out. Let me know in the comments if it made any sense to you. I love to read how these, especially your kind of readings, fit in your life. So let me know if it did and how. And if you enjoy these readings, make sure you guys like and subscribe. But aside from all that, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.